Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today I have a little smaller area to work with. I want to move the camera just so you can see it. I hope it doesn't make anyone dizzy. I have a desk buddy today. That's my Kenneth, who decided he's not feeling so good today, so he needed to have a rest on Mama's desk. So I'm going to work in this small area. There, I think I got the camera back. Sorry about that. And we're going to make a card. I'm going to use this Stampin' Up set called Humming Along. And I'm going to be stenciling. I did masking. No die cutting today, other than I fussy cut out the stencils. But let's get started. I need to make my card base, which I haven't done yet. Oh, Kenneth is going. Are you feeling better? Okay, I guess I can move his bed now. All right, that gives me a little bit more room. So, I'm going to make my usual 5x7 card. So I have a 10-inch by 7-inch piece of cardstock. I'm going to score it at the 5-inch mark, fold it in half, and score it with my bone folder. Then I have chosen a piece. This is like a dark gold glittery cardstock, but the glitter doesn't come off. It's solid. This measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then I have a piece of white cardstock, which measures 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. And we can start by gluing on the gold glitter cardstock here, because that's the easy part to do, and we can have that setting aside and drying. I'll just put my stamping block on that. Okay, so we're going to start by stenciling. Well, actually stamping first. Need to stamp first. I guess you should have stayed up here, Kenneth. I had my mind a little bit more focused since I had only a very small area to work with. Okay, I want to stamp first. And I'm going to take my card front. Well, let's not stamp first. I need to show you. I have this washi tape that is 1/2 inch wide. And I'm going to put that all along the edges of this card. I'm using this as masking paper. I will peel this off when I am done. Because I want to have a nice white border around this card. I'm not sure why. It just seemed like the thing to do today. And I'm hoping it will look all right when we're done. Now, I got this Stampin' Up stamp set, I want to say about 3 years ago at the scrapbook convention. And I just broke it open today and pulled out the pieces I wanted to use and put the labels on the back. I don't know if this has a date on it. I'll have to see if it's still on their website and see if it's still available. I hope it is. It's a pretty set. Okay, so now we're going to put this in here. And every time I wash this, it sticks really well. Okay. Now I'm going to put the hummingbird and the flower. Let's see. So part of the flower leaf will not be on the card. And then I want to put the hope you feel better really soon. I'm going to stamp it all at the same time. No, I'm not going to stamp this till later because we're going to stencil and I don't want to ink over the ink for the wording. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Clear Nocturne. Yeah, might have been better if he just stayed on the desk. Give me a little spot, I get more centered and concentrated. All right, Now, clean that off with a little bit of water. Kenneth will be 12 years old. Him and his twin brother David. They're actual litter mates. I got them from the Humane Society. They had been a litter of 8 cats. So thankfully, by the time I got there, the other 6 had already been adopted. They were born at the Humane Society. Otherwise, I would have probably come home with 8 cats. I don't like separating families. Now, we can put this on here. And now I will use my masks. And what these are, this is just masking paper. I know GinaK makes this. This is, I think, from Blue Night rubber stamps. And I stamped this out already on the masking paper. And I cut it a little bit narrower than the stamp itself, so you can see the black edges. This is going to prevent me from, hopefully, stenciling over the image. And it's okay, I left part of these leaves off. It won't matter if they get stenciled or not. Now, I've chosen a stencil. This is a, I have no idea whose this is actually. It's just a very pretty flowery leaf floral design. And we're going to get that stuck down. And I'm going to use GinaK Fresh Asparagus. And I want to have a light hand. I don't want to be heavy-handed on this. Just very lightly. Yes, that'll do. And then I'm just going to go along because I want to make sure that we have a crisp edge when I peel off this washi tape. And I'm going to try it now just to see. Yeah, that's looking good. And that's looking good. Maybe a little bit more up here. All right. Now we can peel up our washi tape. This was a washi tape that I got in a kit of other stuff, and it's not my style. So I saved it for things like this. Now I'll peel up my mask. And voila. Yes, it worked. All right, now I'm just going to clean off my sticky mat with a little bit of water. Put the top cover back on. Peel it off. Set that over here. Now I'm going to clean my fingers off again with a wet wipe. And we're going to go in and color. Actually, I'm going to stamp my image first before we start coloring. I want to put on the birthday. Hope you feel better. Hope you feel better really soon. Yes, Kenneth, are you feeling all right? And I'm going to stamp that in the VersaFine Clear Nocturne. Nice. Oh, pardon me. I'm going to put you on pause. I have to go let him out. He might have to go upstairs and use the restroom. Just a minute. Okay, I am back. And I'm going to put these stamps back in the holder here. All right. Now we can start coloring. You could leave it white. It looks pretty in white. But I have to be different. I've picked out several colors. 2 color yellows for the flower. These are my Ohuhu markers. I've picked Y495 lemon yellow and Y697 deep yellow. So I want to do the lemon yellow first. And as if you get alcohol markers of almost any brand, they color differently from one piece of paper to the next. Not from the same manufacturer, but each manufacturer makes their paper slightly different. And if you see over here how dark it is on plain copy paper versus how brighter it is on the regular, this is, oh, what is this one? This was the Hammer Mill paper, cardstock. I only know what brand this one is because I freshly cut some this morning. I like to have some cut in the sizes I need, which I'll show you what I have. I have sitting over here off to the right, along with some garbage bags. But I have them by 4 3/8. The sizes I normally use. My card bases are back here. The envelopes are back there. And then if I have watercolor paper, it's back there. That just sits beside me, so they're all ready to go. The only time I need to make a change is when I change one of the sizes. Okay, so now I'm using the Y697 Deep Yellow. And I'm going to color the stamen of the flower in the deep yellow. And just to give it some highlights, make the center a little darker. Add a little shadow, a little dimension. Don't be afraid to go for it. It's just paper. You can redo it. Now for the green of the leaves and the stem, I've picked my two favorites, G364 Seedling Green and G369 Matcha Green. So I'll do the Seedling Green first. These are my two go-to colors for floral. There's lots of greens in this kit. But these are two I prefer. Okay. Now for the matcha. It just adds a little bit of color contrast. Okay, for my hummingbird, I've gone a little crazy here. I've picked G472 Vivid Green, G479 Bud Green, and RV193 Shadow Pink. Okay, so I'm going to do his, what am I going to do? I'm going to do his head in the pink. Need to switch to the smaller end. Okay. Now, let's see. Which one's darker on the paper? Oh, fruit fly. Where you come from? Okay, so for the lighter shade, pardon me, the alcohol in here is strong today. Okay, I'm going to do his belly. Oh, goodness, fruit fly. I would have thought the fruit flies would have been all out of here because my garden is all outside and planted. It's not actually fruit fly. They're called fungus gnats. And, oh, it might be there's still a bag of soil over there. They do come in this soil. unfortunately. All right, now I'm going to try the other green and see if I need to come back and color in some other colors. I want to do the, I guess his beak in the lighter color. Don't know what color their beaks are, but this is my hummingbird, and this is, we're doing something different. Could probably go for the larger one in here, but I don't want to slip and get the darker color in where the lighter color is. Accidentally. If I did it on purpose, that's one thing. When I was at Walmart the other day, I looked for a little kitchen turntable, or Lazy Susan they used to be called, to put my cards on, just to spin them when I'm coloring. The only ones I found, one had a lip on it, so I would have to lean over into the card, and then the other one was round and flat, but then it had the sinkholes for the screws, so you could be coloring along and go into a hole. I'll have to see if I can create one of my own that would work. Of course, turning it like this also works. Now, he does need a little bit of something here, and I'm thinking he needs a little shininess to him. So, what do I want to do? I was going to go with Perfect Pearls. Let me grab my Wink of Stella. Okay, I have a Wink of Stella in clear. And we're going to just make the butterfly, or the butterfly, hummingbird, sparkle just a little, because they are so iridescently shiny. And then maybe just a little bit to the flower. Okay. All right, now let's put this on our card. And we'll see if my border was a good idea or not. Oh yes, I do like that. Okay. Okay, now it just needs a little bit more bling added to it. I did bring over some small rhinestones. Let's see. Kind of want to color. Let's try some of the yellow. So let's see what this yellow looks like here. It's that one. Yeah, I like that. That's like of a golden yellow. So it kind of coordinates with the background too. I've said this many times, I'm no longer going to buy multicolored. Even though I've got a box full, I'm just going to buy the clear ones and color them myself with the alcohol inks, because I can make them match any project. And if I do too many of one color, all I have to do is take a little bit of rubbing alcohol on like a paper towel and just turn them back to clear. All right, let's see. Do I want to put, yeah, I'm going to put one in the center of the flower. Don't know why, it just said do that. And we're going to put one here. And one there. And one here. All right, that's it for today's card. I hope you enjoyed it. Get out your stencils. Use the washi tape that you're not going to use for anything else as a masking edge, and have fun. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.